If I was held at a gunpoint and someone told me pick 20 pieces from your closet that you can only take with you to a stranded island, that's a mix of a lot of different questions. Essentially, I was like, okay, if I had to absolutely pick my top 20 items to wear for the rest of the winter season and the next 5 years to come, which one would I pick? And these were it. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Ko and I create videos around simple, easy styling tips for your everyday wear. If that interests you, feel free to hit that subscribe button, join the community, and be the first to know of any future updates. And I would appreciate it if you let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section. What worked for you, what didn't work for you, what sort of information would have been more helpful next time. All of these comments really help me shape my future content. I read through all of them. It also helps the algorithm help reach those people who could also benefit from this content. So any interaction is greatly appreciated. So I haven't done a video like this ever. Anytime I do an outfit video, I go through my entire closet. I have options to pick from. So this video is the first of its kind, and as you saw in the title, it's about a capsule wardrobe. So capsule wardrobe, you know, you hear about it, you see videos around it, but for me, I really didn't understand what it meant and what it was intended to do until I read this definition. So I'm gonna read and share with you guys the definitions I came across from our most reliable source, Wikipedia. So capsule wardrobe is a collection of clothing that is composed of interchangeable items only to maximize the number of outfits that can be created. I mean, that definition alone, I feel like was just like an aha moment for me. I think they just worded it so perfectly to like how I wanted to structure this whole channel around. It also further says the aim is to have an outfit suitable for any occasion without owning excessive items of clothing. This is usually achieved by buying only things that are considered to be key or staple items in coordinating colors. It has been the subject of several popular television series. Okay, we don't need to read that part. All in all, it's really premised around this idea of doing more with less. I've studied fashion in college and worked in the industry for a couple of years. It didn't take me long to realize that the fashion industry, as much as I have a lot of like love and admiration for it, it also is so centralized around overconsumption. There's a whole seasonality aspect of it. Everything is based on trends. It's ever changing, contributes to so much of the world's waste. You also fall into this like trap of thinking that you need to buy new and more things for you to feel fulfilled. I left the industry, but I still have such like love and fondness over fashion, hence this YouTube channel. But today's challenge was really around building a capsule wardrobe. It was really tough. I had to spend quite a bit of time in front of my closet, just like blankly staring and looking at all the pieces and its potentials. But I really feel like I put together items that you can really mix and match easily so that you can really interchange them and mix and match and create many outfits together. I have altogether 20 pieces. First of all, I have 7 outerwears. Outerwear is the shining star of the winter season, so it takes up a lot of my capsule wardrobe. Then I have 2 dresses. The biggest focus with dresses was layerability. I really looked at the dress as a whole, but I also looked at the potential of how it would look as a skirt. Then I have 6 tops ranging from short sleeve to sweaters. Then I have 2 skirts, and then 1, 2, 3. And then I have 3 pants. So when people say build your capsule wardrobe, I feel like there's also this pressure to buy to then create this capsule wardrobe. The likelihood is that you probably own a lot of these different silhouettes already in your closet. So it's a matter of like learning how to like coordinate them together instead of like going out and finding and buying these pieces. But if you do decide that there is a piece on this rack that you really want to incorporate into your closet, I will link down below similar items that I found across the internet. So definitely check those out. So for the sake of this video, I'm just going over each of these pieces. Fast follow-up to this video will be a outfit video in which I take these 20 pieces and formulate them into X amount of outfits. That will be the next video that will quickly follow up after this. So we're gonna start the video with the shining star of the season, which is outerwear. I tend to invest a little bit more into outerwear as they're truly the pieces that have lasted me through seasons, years, many moons. I actually, in this capsule wardrobe, have a leather jacket that was handed down to me from my mom. Handed down is actually probably not the term. It was stolen from my mom's closet. The structure of the leather jacket is so timeless that I was able to incorporate into this. I think outerwear is truly that piece that you can invest more into, especially if you live somewhere with colder climates. First outerwear piece that I'm going to cover is a lighter one. So this is a blazer from Zara. I got this past season during the fall season, but I love this color. Olive is actually my favorite color, so a little bit biased here, but I think olive is such a perfect way to incorporate some sort of like shades, colors, but it's so muted that it makes every look so sophisticated, and it tends to pair well with a range of colors, which is great. The reason why I considered this like a winter capsule wardrobe essential is because this blazer is actually lined. So that essentially means it has like another layer inside that makes this a little bit more insulated and warmer for the colder seasons. So this was a perfect piece for me to incorporate. There's a way that you can like layer a hefty sweater under, or even like over layer it with another like winter coat to make it a little bit more warm. But blazers have been such a hot commodity in the past few years. Blazers have been typically known for its like really formal, rigid structure, but I think people are really bending the rules and pairing it up with like sweatpants, bike shorts, leggings, jeans. It really goes with anything, and it elevates the look so quickly and so easily, which is why this was a really critical piece to my winter wardrobe. The second outerwear piece that I have is again another layering piece, but it's this really nice creamy colored chunky sweater from Old Navy. So it's like a cardigan sweater with really cute faux wood buttons. The reason why I like this is for a lot of different reasons, but first things first is the fabrication. I've already washed this 3 times, and I feel like every time it comes out of the wash, it looks like it's brand new. I've learned it the hard way which fabrications and which materials really last through washes. This is like one of the only sweaters that held up so well, so I checked the fabric content for you guys. It is about like 50% cotton, but the rest is nylon, wool, and polyester. Definitely the nylon aspect of it like helps it stretch but retain the structure back. And again, like the blazer before, such a variety of ways that you can style this. You can really make it casual, wear it with sweatpants. You could layer it over a dress and make any dress like a winter piece. So this is definitely another essential piece. Moving on to the third piece, it is this really cool windbreaker. So the brand is called Starter. I think this is like a cheer or like some sort of like athletic brand. Funny story, but a true one. I tried out to be a cheerleader with like 0 experience in middle school. I had just moved from Korea. I wanted to fit in, decided to try out with no experience, but I recall seeing this logo on our cheer outfits and I was like, that's so cute. But fast forward into, I guess like 2021, I was scrolling on Amazon and this was on one of those like hot red deals and it was like 50% off. Such good rating. I think it was like 4.5 and above. And they all talked about how warm it was. It's such a like a lightweight material, your classic windbreaker material. It like makes a funny sound every time you move. Decided to give it a try because like what's the worst that can happen? You return it on Amazon. But I was very pleasantly surprised at how warm it was. So it does have a hood, and as you can see, it's like so well insulated everywhere around. I mean, that's just a hoodie, but like the whole inside is insulated. I'm not even kidding you when I say this is probably the warmest thing I've ever put on by itself. I don't know why I'm trying to sell this piece, but it's just like such a good winter addition, and it's something that looks still really cool. I love like this like edgy street style to it, but you still don't have to like compromise your warmth over it. That's probably why I love it so much. It's definitely more like comfy casual looks, but that's typically like my go-to during the winter season anyways. So I would definitely say this is an essential. The infamous leather jacket I stole from my mom. Obviously leather is such a good insulating fabric, so I had to incorporate it into my winter capsule wardrobe. And I love that it's so plain. I think my mom does such a great job of buying this piece. The main reason is that like leather jackets is one of those pieces that will never ever be out of style. But there's a caveat. I feel like the more embellishment it has, you're more likely to get tired of it. And the hardest thing is to like not buy into that like fast trend to like classic pieces like these. Yeah, a little bit of wear and tear, but leather definitely held up well throughout the years. So this is definitely a treasured essential of mine. This is a puffer jacket I got this winter season from H&M. It's definitely not the highest of qualities, but it does a good job of keeping me warm. It's like an easy maintenance jacket. I should be able to just pop this in a wash. Critical component of all of my outerwear is that it's like pieces that you tend to see every season. There's always like some sort of like different variations to how it looks. But I wanted to find something that I could incorporate in next seasons that wouldn't like really go out of style. Cropped jackets like this makes your legs look a little bit longer, and cream is such a good alternative if you have yellow undertones like me. I feel like it marries up really well. Such an easy neutral tone to mix and match with the rest of your closet. For the last two outerwear pieces, I actually have wool-based long coat. The biggest thing here that drew me to this jacket was its simplicity. A critical point is that it's lined. Lining not only helps keep you warm, but it also helps you layer really well. If the jacket is lined all the way with wool, then anytime you have like a layering piece that's not slippery, it tends to ride up. It doesn't just wear well. So when you're looking for a wool coat or like a pea coat of some sort, definitely be on the lookout for the ones that are like lined all the way. This was a purchase from Korea. I feel like Korea has some of the really highly crafted pieces for lower prices. So if you're there, definitely take an empty suitcase. This has already lasted me through like 4 winters. It still looks pretty brand new. You might want to also opt out for something that's like a wool blend instead of like complete wool. If it's blended with something, it's easier to maintain. It tends to pill a little bit less. Sometimes feel like if it's 100% wool, I actually tend to overheat, which is also unpleasant. But definitely a critical piece. Lots of ways to wear this. I'm excited to show you guys how. So the last outerwear that I have is again another wool long coat. So this comes about to my knees. The difference between this wool coat and this wool coat is obviously the colors, and this one is printed. But I did want to showcase the different silhouettes that could also still be timeless. So the reason why I considered this piece timeless is that the print is something that we're all familiar with. It's actually like a really subtle print of houndstooth that really never goes out of style. And I also love that everything else is kept fairly minimally. Again, it's poly lined, so it'll be slipping and sliding as soon as you layer up. I also love that this has a drop shoulder component of it. It's a good way to have that oversized look without having such like a bagginess to the top. This kind of helps create that oversized off-duty model look without the heavy shoulder pad. Lean this more towards like a casual look. So this is another piece that I would definitely consider it into my capsule wardrobe. Let's move on to dresses. So dresses, I only have 2, and the biggest focus for dresses was layerability. The questions that I asked myself as I picked these 2 out was, could I wear this by itself? And then could it also be layered as a skirt, which is an easy way to really spread your closet. So the first dress is this dress from Topshop I got from like 3 years ago. By itself, it's really like form-fitting. It accentuates the waist with this like tie front. So I really love all that aspect of it. Because the skirt portion is very plain, it has the potential to layer up really well, and you can wear it as a skirt on top of the dress portion. So that is why I decided to include this piece. The second dress is this halter neck dress. Fairly a long one, which is perfect for the season. Similar to the first dress, the reason why I chose this as part of my winter capsule wardrobe is the potential of the skirt. Though the top is a little bit more extravagant and regal, as soon as you cover it up with like a nice layering piece, like a sweater, it then soon converts into a perfect skirt. So that is the reason why I chose this for the capsule wardrobe. So when it came to dresses, the 2 main things that I looked out for was the fabrication, but also its potential to become a skirt. And I think both of those classified and checked off those marks for me. And now let's move on to shirts. I have a lot of varieties in here, from like really thick cable knit sweaters to more of like a short sleeve top. So let's go through and see the reasons why I picked it out for this wardrobe. So the first top is this off-shoulder cable knit sweater. This piece is a really good example for me of how you can really elevate your basics. This like cable knit print, it's nothing new. We've seen it season over season. My favorite part about this is that it really accentuates what's so traditional and old to more modern and elegant look. I love to wear this sweater as an off shoulder, and even during the winter season, you have the warmth of the fabric and the thickness of it, but then just showing that like one shoulder, it's so sexy, and you still get to like overall stay really warm. So that's why I think this does a really good job of encapsulating what's so traditional, timeless, and chic, but then does a good job of like elevating that to the next level. The next one is just a basic crew neck from Zara. This is actually my boyfriend's, shrunk in the wash. An oversized crew neck is a must winter staple. You can wear this with cute skirts. You could also wear it with jeans, but regardless, I feel like it adds an element of clean. I love how androgynous a crew neck can be. It's definitely a good key staple item. So one thing that I look out for in my crew necks is the weight of it. Or I want something that's like a little bit more beefier around these details, because over washes, I don't like it to look like it's like very like ripply. So I would say this was a really good choice in terms of that, because despite its washes, like, yeah, this is kind of like what I mean, but that's fairly minimal to how many times we washed it. So definitely be on a lookout for beefier like details like this in your crew neck. For the next top, it's a short sleeve top. This is from Michael Kors. I picked it up a bit ago now, but it's still in such good pristine condition. This is kind of like what I mean in terms of like printed staples you could have in your closet. It's a turtleneck. It's like a mock turtleneck, so it keeps your neck warm. Definitely perfect for the season, but becomes a good layering piece because it's short sleeve. So it adds a little bit more dimension to what you're wearing, and you don't always have to have only long sleeve options. And also black and white is such an easy color combo to add into your closet. This tends to go with essentially every single bottom that I have. It also looks very fashionable and timeless at the same time. Certain geometric shapes definitely lend itself for more timeless looks. And if you do want to incorporate prints into your everlasting closets, definitely go for the black and white, as it pairs well with a lot of different colored bottoms. So this is definitely one of my favorite tops to incorporate. The next one is again another short sleeve. This one is from Zara. It is that kind of like sweater, if you know, like the light cardigan material, so it's very like fuzzy. I love the color of this. It's like a rich brown. This also went through a lot of washes, but really good condition. And I think the key is you either have elastane or nylon mixed into it. I think that is what helps it retain back to its shape after washes. When you're looking for shorter sleeves, definitely look for a little bit more of a bulky one so that you can easily wear it into your winter wardrobe. The last two tops are both gray. This one is from Chico's. Really good basic to have. Again, I love this like subtle rib details that adds so much to your outfit. It's more of like a form-fitting, like good layering piece turtleneck versus this is more of like the outer layer. I really like this turtleneck detail because if it's a heavier material like this, I don't like it to really like wrap too much around my neck. This one was actually perfect because it's actually roomy. And when looking at turtlenecks for a layering piece, I tend to go for the ones that are cropped because I feel like then you can really accentuate the bottom. I love this like heather look. I feel like it brightens up the gray a little bit more, but overall a really good piece. All right, let's go to the last 5 pieces. So I have 2 skirts and then 3 pants. I'm gonna go over the skirts first. First skirt that I have is this black mini skirt from Loft. Felt, suede, and corduroys are perfect fabrications for winter. It obviously keeps you warm, but it also has that like shine to it that adds a lot to the outfit. I tend to really like simple designs, but when it comes to skirts, I really double down on that. So the more you keep the bottom simple, the easier it is for you to really pair it up with different styles. So this black mini skirt, you've seen it everywhere. It's super easy to style. I think the biggest thing here is just difference in fabrications for different seasons. And corduroy is like another perfect fabrication for the winter time. I love all the button down details. Olive goes well with really good warm tones, really good cool tones. Both of these skirts do a really good job of insulating, and due to its simplistic design, it's incredibly easy for you to pair it up with anything else. And we're towards the end of the video and we have 3 bottoms left. So the first bottom I'm gonna go over with is my favorite. I love sweatpants, mainly because I work from home, so they're kind of like my not so PJE, but appropriate to step outside if I needed to kind of apparel. Black sweatpants are popular, but I think like the true sweatpants, when you like picture it in your mind, I think is this gray heather sweatpants. I think the heather gray kind of adds a little bit of a fashion element to your outfit, whereas the black sweatpants kind of just seem like sweatpants. Like this is like a really like no frill sweatpants that I've enjoyed this season, so I would definitely give this like a 5-star. The last 2 pants that I have are both denim. This is my recent purchase from Levi's. Like everyone, I've tried a lot of different denim brands. I do think that Levi's are superior. They do such an incredible job of making the fit work, but also stay true to really good fabrication. The cool crisp color really accentuates the outfits. Super easy fit, super stretchy. So all in all, would pick this to be my #1 denim for the winter season. So the last denim piece is this gray denim pants. You may have seen it in my other videos. I absolutely love these pants. The acid wash kind of adds that level of like edginess and chicness to it. Denim is one of the perfect fabrications for winter time because it's built to be heavy. So typically it's really good at blocking out winds. So I would definitely say this is a top contender and made it to my capsule wardrobe. And that marks the end of the video. So it was a lot of different pieces that I went through, ranging from tops, outerwear to bottoms. I hope that through the explanations, I was able to provide some context on why I've selected those items to be part of my capsule wardrobe. This practice really helped me realize that I didn't need a lot to really start building my dream wardrobe. And I can't wait to create the next video as a fast follow-up on the different outfits I put together through this capsule wardrobe. And that being said, happy 2023. Very excited to kick off this year with this new video. Winter is kind of here to stay until March. So I really hope that this video catches you in time to help you continue staying strong for the winter season and looking and feeling good. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.